This game right here, Sega Genesis. One thing that the reason why it's important to have a lot of different systems if you're going to be a collector is because when you go out into the wild or you're looking on eBay or wherever, you're not always going to find the game you're specifically looking for, but you are going to find something that'll fit. So if you find a deal, a $5 game, but you don't have that system, you might pass it up. So, I mean, Wii, GameCube, PS1, PS2, N64, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Atari. The controller's there, and this is my little game shelf. My favorite game, probably my favorite game, in the top 10. Enjoy this game every time I play it. I thought it was kind of hokey when I found it. And this game is probably about a $50 game now or more. But you can find it for maybe $45 or $50 without a case and buy a reproduction case. This is an original. I paid $5 for that, believe it or not. So I'm adding that in there because that's one of my great finds. Let's go over my games real quick. This is what I went with. I didn't go with the Mario 64 game. I went with the PlayStation game. This was originally supposed to be a Yoshi game that they didn't go forward with. Nintendo didn't. That's the PlayStation. Okay, you're like, what? Okay, I've got a mix of budget games. This game right here, I believe, is a hidden gem. If you like golf games, this is a great golf game. You start out as a kid. You can be Tiger Woods as a kid, and as you go through and win tournaments, you grow up, and so your drive gets longer, and you've got all these special moves. It's not a normal golf game. But, okay. 6-pack. Self-explanatory. A lot of people talk about that. Great value. You can find it cheap enough. Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, and Super Hang-On. Columns is my wife's game, so I had to have that in there. This one kind of came with the Atari. Yara's Revenge, one of the great Atari games. Okay. Tunnel Runner. Why did I go with Tunnel Runner? Well, there's a reason why. If you don't care that much about Atari games, you might not want to even get an Atari, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But if you're an Atari enthusiast, I love Atari. It's what I grew up on. This will probably never get re-released. It's kind of a backlog game for a lot of people, and I paid not very much for this, but I added it in to the budget. And this budget is flexible. Y'all know that. Okay, one of the fun things about making a new game room, I got the analog 3D. I've never played this. I wanted to, so I did buy a few games that I wanted to play. Another game that I wanted to play, I never played. Star Fox Adventures. I haven't even popped this in. So this is kind of exciting for me, a mix of classic old ones that I love and ones that... San Francisco Rush. The analog 3D makes this game so good in comparison to the frame rate of the original N64. All right. Classic Donkey Kong Country. I think I play it for the water level. But had that when it came out. Another great, not too expensive game, Tiny Toon Adventures for NES. Great platformer. Great game. Jackal. Kind of a run and gun type game. Good game. I'm going to save this one for last. This Atari. Smash Brothers. This came with the Wii, but I like it. I did buy the case. It was stuck in the Wii. Whenever I turned it on, it was in it. So I bought the case for a couple bucks when I found it. This, your thrift store finds. That's not what I paid for it. I paid almost nothing for this. It's NASCAR Thunder 2003, but look inside. There was 2 games. The second game, right behind it, was NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005. Okay, there's a story behind this game. The reason why I was actually looking for that game, and it's funny that I found it in this case, is Ross Chastain. If you're not a NASCAR fan, or even if you are, and you've never seen what they call the wall ride, Ross Chastain, look up a YouTube video about Ross Chastain's wall ride. He mentioned after the race that him and his brother played that 2005 GameCube game, and that's where he learned that move. They call it the video game move. It's amazing. I love it. It was great. Okay. I went with the GameCube version. There's a PS2 version, but I enjoy this one. I think it might be a little bit clearer on the Wii. Possibly. It's kind of hard to tell. A lot of people talk about the move sets. It doesn't have a dedicated button, the same as the PS2 for one of the moves. But I mean, if you're serious about it, get them both. If you're that serious about it, or just get the PS2. I wanted to talk about the reason why I went with those two, or that Tunnel Runner. You're not going to find that Tunnel Runner re-released. And the Atari collections today do not have Activision games. This Activision Anthology PS2 is the hidden gem. This is the deal of all deals for all these games up here. Anybody can get this deal off eBay or whatever. The emulation's good, and you're not going to find it on any other modern collection unless they come out with another Activision collection. But it includes Hero. That's an expensive game, so the value of this game is amazing. Activision had some of the best Atari games. So if you get this and you're satisfied with this, you don't have to rebuy these games. You can just buy, things like Tunnel Runner or a regular Atari game that you love. But if I have Hero for the 2600, I'm thinking about selling it. That's how good this version is. And it works great with the Retro Fighters. This right here works great. This joystick. But I usually play it with the D-pad. Hero with the D-pad. Amazing. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Y'all have a good one. Core Play Retro. CPR out.